Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So when I onboard clients, I have a look at what services that they are offering, and then I'll give them ideas to focus on very profitable problems to solve. Because in business, the more problems you solve, the more money you can make. Now with Nissans, with their CVT transmissions, they're very, very problematic, which is a gold mine of an opportunity if you know how to solve this problem. So in this case study, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you step by step on how to do this configuration procedure. But more importantly, I'm going to show you actually how to sell this service and attract people who have this specific problem. Okay? So let's jump into it, you guys. Today's title: how to fix and profit from the 2015 Nissan Pathfinder's biggest flaw, the P17F error code. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Curtis Harden. I'm an independent Autel diagnostic consultant. If you like to purchase your tool and have a growth partner that will help you every step of the way, go to auteltech.co.za. Now, this is what we're going to be covering: the meaning behind the P17F0 error code, essential tools for diagnostic success, a full explanation on the TCM special functions menu, and how to profit from this problem. Now, the tools used in this case study is the MaxiSys Ultra and your cell phone. Okay, so a little background. So this client purchased the vehicle at an auction, and scanning the vehicle, he had this P17F0 error code. He didn't have the right approach to fix the issue, so he called me for assistance. Okay, so what is a CVT? What makes these things so special? So CVT stands for continuously variable transmission, and it's been many of their models for many years. Now, while CVTs offer better, smoother acceleration and better fuel efficiency, they're also complex and they're known for being really sensitive to issues. Okay, Nissan knows about this, and this is primarily why the P17F0 error code pops up. Okay, now what does this error code mean? So the P17F0 code is related to the CVT's control system, and given that Nissan CVTs are notoriously finicky, it's no surprise when this code pops up. Now what happens is the TCM gets triggered when it detects irregularities in the CVT's function. Okay, so in layman terms, when the CVT starts acting up, the TCM isn't happy and it'll give you that error code. Okay, now common symptoms would be, your warning lights are on, sluggish shifting, transmission overheating, and reduced acceleration. Okay, so step one, we are going to go straight to the transmission control module. All right, so first, we're going to go ahead and auto detect the vehicle. We're going to select Nissan, and then from here, we're going to get the VIN. All right, we're going to click OK. All right, we're going to click No. All right, we're going to click OK. So now we have the vehicle information. Click OK. All right, so I'm going to scan the vehicle. And you know what? It's funny. When I logged in, the TCM wasn't having any issues. But just for the sake of doing the procedure for the client, we went ahead and went through with it. Okay. So we're going to go to the transmission control module. And then on the left-hand side, we are going to click the special functions icon. And now we have the special functions menu. Now, before we continue, my client was clicking a bunch of different stuff, and with these special functions, there's really no explanation on what they do. So I wanted to take the time and explain this so you guys will know when to select what special function. So the first one is conform CVTF deterioration. Now this stands for continuously variable transmission fluid, and this function is used to confirm the deterioration level of the CVT fluid. It's crucial for understanding how the fluid, how worn the fluid is and whether it needs to be replaced. Okay. Next is erase memory data, and this wipes out all the stored data in the TCM, and it's often used after repairs. Okay. But what I will tell you is if you select this special function, use it cautiously because erasing the memory will require relearning procedures. Okay. Then we have the G sensor calibration, and now with the G sensor calibration, it measures the force of gravity acting on the vehicle, and calibrating it ensures accurate data to the TCM, okay, which is essential for optimal transmission performance. And then we have erase learning value, and this clears the adaptive learning values in the TCM. And like erasing memory data, this usually is done after repairs or parts replacement. Okay, now we have the engine brake adjustment. Now the engine brake adjustment allows you to adjust the engine braking characteristics. And it's useful for fine-tuning how the vehicle behaves during deceleration. Next, we have erase calibration data. Now this wipes out all the calibration data for the transmission, and it's more a specific reset function that should only be used when absolutely necessary. Then we have the forward clutch point learning. Now this is a function for the forward clutch's engagement and disengagement points, and it's crucial for smooth gear changes. Okay. Then we have the read IP characteristics. So this reads the current IP, which stands for injection pressure characteristics stored in the TCM. And it's useful when you have the intentions on swapping another TCM. Okay. So when you write it on there, which is the next function, write IP characteristics. This allows you to write the IP characteristics to a replacement TCM, and it's the counterpart of the previous function for the TCM. Okay. Then we have the CVT inspection. So this is just a comprehensive diagnostic function for the CVT that checks various parameters and helps pinpoint issues in that special module. Okay. And then we have the calibrate data. This function allows you to calibrate various data points for the transmission. It's often a final step in a series of repairs or adjustments. Okay. So since we have this error code, we didn't have any intentions on replacing any TCM. We're just doing a configuration procedure. So that's the one we're going to do. We're going to click the write IP configuration. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and we're going to follow the prompts. All right. And we're going to go to input or scan QR code, and we're going to just follow the prompts. Vehicle and stop, engine stop. All right. Accelerator depressed, and we're going to click OK. All right. So once that's done, the execution was successful. Please perform the steps below. Turn off the key switch and wait for a minimum of 10 seconds. Okay. So as this is counting down, we're going to click OK, and then ignition is on, engine off, gear in park, press confirm. All right, and then when we select this, then we're going to go to the input manually or scan QR code. Okay, so where is this code? Okay, so this is called a transmission range switch, which is also known as a neutral safety switch, and is typically located on the exterior of the transmission housing. Now the QR code is a digital ID, and when you scan it, it will give you all the specs, the part number, the manufacturing date, and all the calibration settings. Okay, so now that you know where the code is, what we tried to do, we tried to use the Autel to scan it directly, but we couldn't see it. So I told the client to take a picture with his cell phone and see if we can put it in front of the Autel scanner and have hopes of it picking up and analyzing that QR code data. Okay, so you can see here it's trying to focus. All right, it wasn't working, so we zoomed in and it just wasn't able to pick it up. Okay, so if this happens to you, if you're not able to see it with your Autel on the vehicle on your phone like this, how do you get the QR code? So what I did was First, I told him to take that picture and email it to me. Okay? And then what I did was I took my own phone and I was able to read that QR code data, which you can see here. Okay? That's the data. So from here, I selected it with my mouse, and then I remoted back into his tablet and I pasted that data into his device. Okay, which you can see here. All right, because there's no way I'm going to manually type this in. All right, so once we have that done, we're going to click OK, and data writing completed successfully. Okay, so once that's done, you can go back, you can clear the codes, and you're pretty much done. Okay, now how can I sell this service? Okay, this is how I would do it. First, it's a formula. Okay, I call it it's an old copywriting secret called AIDA: attention, interest, desire, action. Okay, all that formula is in here. So first, we're going to get their attention with a compelling title and headline. Okay, who else owns a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder with transmission problem? Okay, so what this is doing, it's attracting people who own a Nissan and who are having transmission problems. They're going to immediately relate to that. That message is very direct. Okay, and this is the copy. Look, I get it. You bought a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder because it's a solid car, but let me tell you, if you're experiencing any of these transmission symptoms, you're sitting on a potential time bomb, especially if you have the P17F0 error code in your system. Okay, now what I'm going to do in this is give them the problems. Okay, so they can resonate with it. Do you feel your car hesitates when it hits the gas? It's like saying, should I really go? You're cruising and suddenly it's like your car has a hiccup, a jerk, a shift out of nowhere. That annoying check engine light, yeah, it's not just a decoration. Your car changes gears like it's got a mind of its own. Your car is running hot, and I don't mean it's popular. Listen, if you ignore these signs, you're asking yourself a world of hurt. Imagine your transmission giving up on you only because you procrastinated getting it fixed. Okay? So it's important to sell the pain. Okay? I can even go more and aggregate the pain, but this will get the people to really resonate with what you're saying. Now that we gave them the pain, let's give them the solution. Okay? Why you need me? I'm your guy. I've got one of the best Autel diagnostic tools, but more importantly, I know how to use them. I'm not just throwing parts at the problem. So this is a little like cocky, but you know, a lot of people, you know, wouldn't say such a claim like this, you know? Your wallet will thank you. I'll fix it right, and I won't charge you an arm and a leg. Okay? I come to you. Forget towing. I'll show up, tools in hand, ready to go, get it back on the road. No BS. If I can't fix it, you pay nothing. That's how confident I am. Don't wait. Seriously, reach out to me, you know, and put your number and stuff like that. Now, what I want you guys to take a look at is the writing style. Everything that you learned in school doesn't work when you're doing copywriting, okay? I want you to imagine when you check your mailbox. If you have a bill, it's from some corporate-y place, and you know it's very corporate-y. I can't explain it. But if you get a letter from your grandma or a loved one, it's personal, and that's how you need to write your ad copy on a personal level. Okay, so that's how you would sell this. You'll find people who will exactly have this problem. All right. So in summary, what I want you to do is look for transmission repair shops who service Nissan CVTs. Okay. A lot of my clients, as I said, I give them this plan of action, and they have the Autel tool, and they don't know how to do it. All right. So go to them. I promise you it's going to be lucrative. What I tell my clients to charge for this procedure is $250 to $300. Okay. Really simple procedure. Okay. Next, know when to use the read IP characteristics versus the write IP characteristics function. So remember, read IP is when you have the intentions on replacing the TCM. I would advise you, if you build that relationship with your customer, tell them, look, before you replace it, let me go and save that data. Okay, so once you save it, then they can do the replacement, and then you can go to the right IP. Okay, now with the QR code, with that, not QR code, with the error code that we were talking about, you just need to select this one and you'll be able to configure that TCM. Okay, and if the Autel can't get the QR code, use your cell phone and do the process that I mentioned to you. Okay, so with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. You now know how to do this procedure and sell it. And yeah, let me know how it works out for you. As I said, if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. And with that, I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Bye.